All right. Well, first of all, I should address the elephant in the room, which is this, right? Okay. So my camera software crashed. Wouldn't work anymore because I updated it. Never up. You know how you always get effed in the drive-through? You always get effed when you upgrade software. Never upgrade software. I'm very reluctant to upgrade software for this reason because you upgrade it, all of a sudden it's no longer compatible with your computer and you can't do your shit anymore. This goes all the way back to 2008. I upgraded QuickTime, and I could no longer use Final Cut or Final Cut. I could no longer use Final Cut, and we're in the middle of editing a movie. We had 2 weeks left to finish. It was a nightmare. It took like 12 hours to devolve everything back to the original version of QuickTime that would still work with my computer. Unbelievable, man. Ever since I've been reluctant. Unfortunately, it had something crazy that happened. It's too much to get into right now, but I was like, okay, well, it's no longer working correctly, so let me upgrade it. When I upgraded it, it no longer works at all, right? So we went from not working correctly to not working at all. So I tried 4 or 5 different softwares, wasted a bunch of money. Finally settled on this because like the other software wouldn't allow me to overlay what I'm watching. Like I couldn't overlay it. I'd have to manually do it in editing, and when I manually did it in editing, it made the files take 3 times as long to export. Typically 10 reactions of One Piece or Naruto will take about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours export. It took 8 hours, over 8 hours, maybe 9 hours to export. That shows you what a difference. And I can't time my computer up that long, right? So it's like, well, I can't function doing these kind of shows where you're seeing the captions unless I have some way to overlay it. Well, I finally found a new software that will let me overlay it, but I have to do it this way. Like it's the learning curve is very hard. There's probably a way to overlay it on top or whatever, but it's details don't matter. But this is the only way I can get it to work, which is for you to see the captions and see me. The only way it works is if it's at the bottom. But here's the thing: I've been toying with the idea of having them on the bottom anyway, because I think it's kind of cool. The way I overlaid before wouldn't allow me to do it because basically I would put it at the top and all we see is this. So it had to be at the top before. Now it has to be at the bottom. But I like the bottom more because think about it. When we watch anime, what are we doing? The captions are at the bottom. So it kind of puts us in line with the way we're supposed to be watching anime anyway, right? So I don't know. I mean, I like this better. Hopefully you guys like it too. But, this is the way it's going to be from now on, at least until this software blows up or, something happens or maybe the audio is crap. I've run some tests, and I'm glad I did because the video resolution was weird. It's some weird format, so that showed me that. So I think everything should be just about the way it was before. It should look and sound about the same as it did before. We'll see. But, okay, so that aside, I wanted to talk about the last episode. He says, let me tell you about my pet. And his pet is this slime creature. And what I find interesting about this is it's kind of what he did with the dragon. It was confirmed recently that the dragon he also made in the lab. And because and I predicted this because he had 6 limbs, and 6 limbs makes no sense in nature. And the author knew that. So the author was foreshadowing the fact that it was made in the lab. Because if you or me make a creature in the lab, we're not going to make it won't make evolutionary sense. We'll be like, well, the dragon should have 4 legs and 2 wings. We don't think that like all creatures on Earth have 4 limbs. Mammals. All mammals on Earth have 4 limbs. So the limbs can be either wings or legs, but you can't have 4 wings. We can't have 4 legs and two wings, right? I went through all that. So that tells us this wasn't from nature, which was confirmed. So he has a dragon. He has a slime creature. I wonder what else he has. And I wonder, how does he control these things? Does he get them preset orders? Does he have a telepathic link with them? Maybe he can send a little puff of his gas over to communicate with these things. How is he doing it? They're probably not going to explain it. But, you think, well, if he's in the same room with it, you could give voice commands or something, that's fine. Or, even some kind of like, local area telepathy or something. But they released the slime creature and it just killed everybody. He doesn't seem to have a problem with it. He doesn't care about killing his men. Clearly not, right? So we have that going on. So I just wonder. I don't know if it's going to be addressed, and obviously, if it is addressed, don't tell me. But I'm just talking out loud. How is he ordering these things around? Right? Like the dragon, was he ordering it around, or did he have preset orders? If you come in contact with anybody from the outside, kill him. These people are okay. The slime creature killed his own men, so the slime creature maybe kill anything that moves. But here's the thing that's interesting about this: it's slime. Okay, so slime is intangible in a way. I mean, you can touch it, but your hand kind of comes through it. Slime doesn't take damage from punches or swords. But Luffy has, with Haki, has developed an ability to punch intangible things, intangible people. I think he can also punch slime, and I think Zoro and Sanji can as well because they also have this ability. They also have Haki. I don't know if anybody else can, but I think those three can. So I don't think the slime's gonna be as dangerous as we think it is. It seems overwhelming. He's large and he's slimy and he's intangible. But the fact of the matter is, I think you can punch it just like you can punch Smoker. You can punch any of these other Logia, whatever the fruit is called, that makes people intangible. I think you can punch him. So I'm not too super worried about it. I think it's more intimidating in an introduction than he actually will be in execution. But we'll just have to find that out. At any rate, let's go and get into it. Of course, I should cue it up first, I think. That would make sense, right? All right, you know where we are, and you know where we're going. 3, 2, 1. I like this shocked look on their faces. He's always in a good mood. Well, unless somebody attacks one of his crew. I think the last time he says, I took it as how's it feel to lose after all this time? And I thought he was talking to Straw Hats because they haven't lost, but they have kind of lost. Like he lost Ace, so he's lost. He's tasted defeat, but it was two O's. How does it feel to be loose after all this time? He was talking to his pet. Okay, I got you. Hey, they finally woke up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How does a skull have a bruise or bump on his head, whatever? You actually worried about him, huh? You only saw the shadows, and then you got your asses kicked. Yeah. Look how much snow they're kicking up. Those weird voices coming up. My favorite is Smoker's voice coming out of Tashi. Hilarious. With the expression, Smoker's expression on his face. Her face, you know what I mean? It's not an indecisive attitude, is it? Oh, shut up. He's right, man. What an asshole. Kick his ass. Yes, you do. You care. Not very much, but I'm sure he cares. He just doesn't want to believe, does he? Oh, shit. That's what they saw last time, right before they got rocked. Tried to tell you, man. They just won't listen. you know, Brooke has a lot to say about all this. Really. of course. We see what we want to see, essentially. You know, they got really big feet. I know that sounds obvious, but these are ridiculously large feet. Like Bigfoot in our world is nowhere near that big. Bigfoot in our world may be like 3 feet long. I don't even think they're that big. I don't even know. But they're not anything like this. Oh shit, there they are. Wait a minute, is this when they first got knocked out? Like, what is happening here? Is this a flashback? I think so. Hey, thank you for explaining. Why not just shoot him, man? I know that you don't want to shoot him because that would kill him, and you know we don't want that. But yeah, okay, this is not the first attack. This is the second attack. Gotcha. Yo, we're dead as hell. They're already knocked out. Well, shit. He had to cut it in half. Hey, man, that's really fast thinking. Now I go sleepy. Yeah, I go sleepies. Yeah, those big ass feet, man. Nice tie, by the way. Good enough. Looks like they killed him. Yeah, they just saw enough. They didn't see the back half, right? Oh, okay. This was a flashback. This is how they first got him. Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. Because I think I remember the first part of when they were bickering, and then they saw the feet, and I think that's where it cut until we got to the end, where they were knocked out. Right? They showed them being knocked out. I was like, this bickering feels familiar. How dare you, sir? Big mad. Woke up in a foul mood. Good point, actually. I didn't think about that. The kicking wouldn't be the same, would it? You better limber up. Yeah, you've had 20. What's one more? So I wonder if Nami went into Sanji's pocket and grabbed those cigarettes. Nami's body. You know what I'm saying? What, do you think the cigarette was going to wake him up? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, he was telling the flashback. This is why they both had the bump in their head. Okay, I'm with you now. I got lost in the sauce. Somehow I didn't see the transition to the flashback. That's what confused me so much. The hell is that? Quit stepping on it, whatever it is. Looks like a face. Oh, that's an eyeball, man. Is that the samurai's body? I think that's the samurai's head and whatever else was with him. He froze. Yeah, you stepped all over him. You dick. Look how many times you stepped on him. Yeah, that's right. Shatter the. Okay, you're just gonna break the ice. If he's completely frozen, you would have shattered him completely. We saw Mr. Freeze do that. I see. Interesting. What a dumbass. This dude is way more trouble than he's actually worth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what fruit power does he have? Oh, right. That's why he can't move. Yeah, wow, that makes sense. Shit. Yeah. That's why he's suffering. Right. He just fell. Right where he was. Yeah. I thought it was like it could be any body of water. It's not just seawater. Or other fluids, right? That's what I was told. That the author has said. Yeah. What a dick. That is a good question. Pirates have a bad name, man. Luffy said it himself, being a pirate means you're selfish. So that's the rep they got, right? Good shit. Get his frozen ass up. Can't believe how long it took me to realize that was his frozen head. It's like slowly the tell you, I'm not sharp today, man. Slowly the shape of his eye formed, and I was like, what the hell's happening here? What an asshole. Asshole Nami. Toxic Nami, essentially. Oh, great. Yeah, they're pretty pissed. Yeah, the slime. They're being chased by something way scarier. Fellas, you might want to look ahead of you. You couldn't have gone any other direction, is what you're telling me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You better run around them. You better run around them. They ain't paying for shit. Look at him all contemplative. This guy's hilarious. Yeah, that is big ass slime. I'll talk about punching it, but goddamn, man, that's a lot of effing slime. Way bigger than I thought it was. See, that's another thing, by the way. I keep talking about how this show pretends to be an ensemble show, but it's really just Luffy's the main character and that's it. Look how often it's him going in the commercial. His hat. 90% of the time, probably. He's the main character. He's the only main character. So that's his name, Smiley? Have he been locked up ever since? Well, it used to be a nice island before they did all this shit. Of course, all the creatures are dead, but even the vegetation, like, none of it's left. Well, that poison gas thing, man. It's been over 100 years since it's been used in a major war. Yeah, shit. They even had like buildings and stuff. Like it's all been leveled, man. Well, I mean, we've seen the laboratories, but I guess I didn't think about the fact that there would be other buildings around the island, but not anymore. 1 year later, that's all it took. Look at this son bitch. This guy reminds me of one of the members of Kiss. I bet that's an inspiration. Well, who's the one with the tongue? You're very happy about Smiley, aren't you? Just once I want a supervillain who doesn't laugh. Just have him be irritable, you know? Won't you back up, dude? Jesus. What an asshole. I hope Vegapunk can live up to the hype, man, because they are hyping the hell out of him last couple hundred episodes. Wrecked. These kids better stay asleep. They're a damn problem. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Gee whiz, an anime character who can't forgive somebody. Never seen that before. Oh, God. You know, I really like this. This is my favorite Luffy outfit. The earmuffs, the Where's Waldo coat. It all really works for me. Just give her the damn lessons on how to use the smoke. How hard can that be? You'd think a 10-minute crash course would be enough. Because, for instance, she could turn the smoke and go under the door and open the door for him. But you won't do it. Smo-san. Yeah, if only you could teach the other person how to do that. But no, you won't give any lessons. Dumbass. Now, maybe it'd take too long. You know, it may have taken years to figure out how to master the power, but still, you're not even trying. Plus, what takes you years to learn, maybe you can teach in minutes. Because you had to do all that trial and error, right? The hell is this? Oh, I see. That explains that. So you can just move by room? Shoot the room ahead of you and jump. Shut up. Shut up and stay inside the bag. Room, you say? You're going to draw him out of the room. Shut up and stay in the bag. He can't fight. He can't fight Caesar. I bet that's what's going on. Hey, there's that son of a bitch. You don't want the smoke. No pun intended. This is your plan. Oh boy. Do the thing. Nice wings. This is their plan. Yeah. You know, flying down when you're wearing a dress doesn't feel like it'd be very modest. I'm just saying. Plus, by the way, he's got bare legs in the snow. Dumbass. Still wearing his flip flops, right? I don't know what you call them in your country, but we call them flip flops. Well, this is how you pull them out of the room. You're gonna announce that you're gonna kidnap him. Dumbass. He really is the dumbest bastard, man. Yeah. Look, this is what you're working with, man. This is what you got to work with. It is what it is. Oh boy. What a shit show. Yep, she's ready to go, man. Look at her. She is ready. He ain't coming out here for you. You better find a way through that door. Psychotic. This boy is psychotic. He's one of a kind, man. What a distinctly original character. You talk about how anime's a lot of the same. I Can Forgive You. All the tropes and nosebleeds and all the tropes of flashbacks. All the tropes, right? He is a distinctly unique character. He's one of a kind. Maybe somebody's tried to copy him somewhere. I don't know. But, like, he is one of a kind.